I'm a problem child like Jessica. Sister, flip my attitude for your energy. Pop out your veins so the heart bleed. Free. You like wine, yeah, down on the knee. Quarter doc lifestyle, family emergency. Charge up the credit card, burn down your money tree. Flat lances against handstands. I'm like a girl with a man. Bad combination. Soul is no soul, obviously you know. Please get your hopes up. Santa Claus, ho-ho, stirring up the pot sick. Coming back, yo, San Jose Sharks and Soul Ozone. Black aluminum, call me Black Eagles. My music never dies, it's only out to kill. Minus individuals who don't know it's real. Chew like a fake gas.
Hello and welcome to Cloud Fantasy. On today's program we have a very special guest, Marcel Stevenson. Well, I guess we need to have Marcel Stevenson in the building if we're going to have an interview with Marcel Stevenson. Marcel, say hello to everybody.
Hello everybody, how are you guys doing?
So the thing is, Marcel, you are a big-time football player. You've played in high school and in college, and you had some injuries towards the end. So I guess let's start from the beginning. Tell us when you first fell in love with football.
I first fell in love with football in high school.
High school?
High school. That's when I first fell in love with actually playing football.
Okay. So this leads me to a very good question. So you didn't play in Pee Wee, elementary school, or anything?
Pee Wee, I remember Green Knights. Tried out. First practice, I got hit one time, and I was like, you know what? Football isn't for me, and I walked away. I was primarily playing baseball, and my goal was to play baseball and then go into high school and just to play baseball and become a baseball player. That was my first love.
So what happened with baseball then?
Well, you know what? When baseball went on strike, I kind of just got disappointed as a young fan, and I just stopped playing baseball.
Wow. So let me get this straight. Not only did the baseball strike affect attendance numbers for years, maybe even a whole decade, but it stopped you from playing altogether.
Yeah, it stopped me. I didn't want to play.
You hear that, Bud Selig? Okay. So let's get back to the football topic. So you're telling me that you did not play in elementary school Pee Wee at all?
No, I played one day and I got hit, and I was like, you know what? Football isn't for me.
Tell us about that hit.
Oh man, you're gonna make this guy famous.
That's what we do over here at Cloud Fantasy. We make stars. Go on.
I remember I was a Green Knights, and it was a circle. It's called the Bull Ring, and a guy by the name of Ron Perez, he'll still tease me to this day. He hit me one time, and he'll still make fun of me to this day. And I got up, and I was just like, what am I doing here? I don't need to get beat up. And I was a small guy back then, and I was like, you know what? Football just isn't for me.
Okay. So what happened in middle school then?
Middle school, I was running track, and that's when I decided that I didn't want to be a small guy anymore. I was just kind of small, no muscle, and that's when I really started just working out. I didn't know where it was going to take me, but that's when I really started lifting weights and running and training just in general, just because I wanted to stay healthy.
Okay. So you basically started playing freshman year of high school then?
Freshman year, one of the football coaches actually lived right next door to me. So during that summer, I didn't go out and practice. I didn't, try out or anything. I remember he came to my house, and he was talking to my mom, and he was like, you got to get your son out here. And I just didn't want to have anything to do with football, just remembering from the past. And finally I was like, you know what? I got the muscles. I'm in shape. What's the worst thing that can happen to me? It's not like I'm going to get injured. I'm not going to die. And I was like, you know what? Let's go out and play.
Okay. So let's see here. So maybe I'm a little bit slow, but so you started playing sophomore year then?
I started playing freshman year.
Okay.
I ended up going out there. A coach actually convinced me to go out and play freshman year, and a star was born.
A star was born? What position were you playing, Mr. Star?
I was actually a wide receiver and a strong safety at the time.
Okay.
Freshman year.
Okay. Anything else about freshman year you want to share?
We were horrible freshman year. We didn't win too many games, but after that, was when we really started becoming winners. So
Okay, okay.
I tell it how it is.
And we appreciate that here at Cloud Fantasy. So freshman year, got it. So what happened sophomore year?
Sophomore year was when I really took football seriously. Trained harder. That's when me and all of my friends, we working out, we were running. I actually played track. I was running track that year as well. And we really came together as a team. We actually won our division that year. And I was running back in strong safety again, and really just fell in love with football and really saw a future. And I actually saw that, hey, you know what, I can actually go to college and not have to pay for it and maybe become an NFL superstar playing football.
Okay, okay. So, so sophomore year, the wheels were in motion. You were feeling about going to college to play ball. So what
Yes.
happened junior year?
Junior year, it was even better than sophomore year again. We had a good year. We won our division. Team was great. We had good chemistry. That summer, I actually went to Colorado. That's where all of my family's from. And I was training out there. That's how serious I was about perfecting, my craft and becoming a better football player. And that was when I had the choice of either staying in Colorado to play my senior year with my family out there and just, living out there for the rest of my senior year, or coming back home to Milpitas and finishing out. And that was a decision that later on in my life, sometimes I kind of regret from time to time.
Okay, it's, just to clarify, the first point is about Colorado. Who do you have in your family in Colorado that is so magically training you in football? I'm just confused. Who's out there?
Well, my uncles, my aunts, my cousins. One of my cousins played football out there and also played semi-pro, and he was training me and just helping me become a better football player. And they had a lot of connections out there in Colorado, and they really just helped me get faster, stronger, and I really saw that, if I stayed out in Colorado, that I had a better chance, becoming successful and, achieving my dream. But there was just something about coming back home and not, leaving my family and my friends, that I really wanted to finish what we had back in Milpitas, and that was what made me want to come back home to finish out my school year.
Okay. So basically, Milpitas was home, so you came back. But for football purposes, you think you might have been better off if you'd gone to Colorado?
I believe so.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's revisit the Colorado scenario in a little bit here. But so senior year, you went to Milpitas. What happened there?
We had a great year. Won our division. We lost the first round in the playoffs. Ended up running track that year as well. Had a few opportunities as far as scholarships and choices and what to do. Colorado was still a choice to move out to Colorado and find out what school to go to. My ultimate dream since playing football freshman year was to go to Stanford. That was my goal. My family from Colorado actually flew out and helped me. We actually had a visit with Tyrone Willingham when he was coaching there, and one of the scouts actually gave me the paperwork, just to get that processed and everything. It was kind of a little too late at the end, because we kind of did everything, too late there. But what I decided to do was to go to a junior college that following year, because I really wanted to go to Stanford, and I knew they were already done with the recruiting and everything, and I knew if I went to a junior college just to perfect everything and go on from there, that something good would happen from it.
Okay, I think a lot of our followers were not aware that football players do that, because I think we all know basketball players do that. Steve Francis went to junior college for 2 years. Latrell Sprewell went to junior college for 2 years. So is that common practice? Football players who went to junior college first, or?
It depends. I mean, you're right. There's a lot of players out there that tend to go to a junior college first for many reasons, whether it be for school, whether it be for, like me, just to build perfection, or you just the right opportunities haven't presented itself, and going to a junior college can actually help you in those type of ways. But it actually, you know what, it helps out at the end of the day, because you're getting more time and more visibility, and you're staying local in some cases. Some people just don't want to leave home right away, but at the end of the day, like you said, the names that you listed, look where they're at now.
Yeah. So I guess the other question is that, did some schools accept you for college ball?
Out of high school,
Yes.
I had a couple offers, but there weren't any places that I wanted to go. And maybe if we fast forward now, those were decisions that I could have regretted, but the way I look at it now is everything happens for a reason.
Would you mind sharing what colleges those were?
I gotta look at my binder here.
Okay. Just to clarify to everybody, the man has a binder full of his high school, college memories. This is the binder he's referring to. Okay, so you don't even remember the names of the colleges that accepted you. Were they that mediocre of colleges that you forgot the names of the colleges?
There were schools that at the time I'd never heard of, but now.
I died for my rhyme king. Use it all the time, feel the vibe with my rhyme king. I didn't find you, vibe to the wise crew, right to the mind, and it dies by the rhyme king.
Fine with my rhyme cue, I die for my rhyme cue. Use it all the time, feel the vibe with my rhyme cue. Hide it or find you, the vibe of the wise crew, right to the mind, energized by the rhyme cue.
Flexion, infection, knocking me off both feet. Man, I roses get the better of me mostly. We all want affection, but so prone to show greed. Lavish the rejection, bound by the hope free. Don't have to feel the heart, I try to nosebleed. Choices I don't need, Hobsons or Sophies. Oh yeah, let me get an oh yeah. Better off with rose head, so scared we're all going nowhere. This intimate and animate, this animal is hidden in the fables with no wisdom in the idiotic parables. Product of the products, 6 degrees mechanical. Slipping down an honest slope and thinking only natural. Sipping on a can of nothing natural. Extracting wisdom with an hedonism on sabbatical. It's intravenous agonist, deeper meaning catalyst, deliverer. But this ain't by winning while I'm blitzed on disaster from Japan to Libya.